Hi, my name is Karen Fucinato, and I'm here today to present our paper, User Expectations and Preferences to How Social Robots Render Text Messages with Emojis. Our paper aims to find out whether a tabletop robot can meet user expectations and preferences when reading text messages that contain different emoji combinations. And I'll take you through our paper and explore how participants feel about the behavior of a tabletop robot prototype we named Nina, whose picture you could see here, and how she reads text messages to users and to what extent the different renderings correspond to user expectations and preferences of these text message and emoji combinations that she's delivering. So the scenario we assume for this research question is that users are busy doing something else, such as baking bread or another household task that require them not to be able to use their mobile phone, so the robot would be a service to read the message for them. And we developed four conditions that address the renderings of emojis and text messages that we will be exploring. One being displaying the emoji on the screen so that users can see the emoji while the text is read aloud. The second is a similar one where you display the emoji on the screen so that users can see the emoji while the text is read aloud, but using a sound effect to draw the attention of the emoji. And this condition is inspired about how blind people rely on sound effects when interacting with technology. And having a sound accompany the visualization of an emoji may provide users the assistance in understanding what the text message is and what it's conveying without having to look at the screen itself. The third condition is visually animating the emoji in an emotive and creative way. So this is inspired by the design and intention of a robot from the Honda Research Institute named Haru. The design concepts of Haru focus on creating an emotionally embodied agent that supports long-term human-robot interaction by positioning Haru as a kind of companion robot or a pet to the user. And finally, the fourth condition is replacing the visual feature of an emoji by replacing it with words. This rests on the way that emojis are rendered for blind people as well, where screen reading software simply just reads an emoji name to them, and maybe that would be preferred to having a visual aspect. So to conduct this experiment, it was between subjects experiment in order to understand how Nina should animate text messages with emojis. So 5 text message conversation scenarios were created that demonstrate the 4 different conditions that I just mentioned. And the method in which Nina displays the emoji is thus different in each of the 4 conditions. 5 text message conversation scenarios were developed based on a corpus analysis that we conducted of text message conversations between people of varying relationships. And each scenario embodies a specific emotion or sentiment based on the text, the emoji used, and the sender-receiver relationship. Emojipedia was also consulted to identify the most popular emojis as well as literature about text message conversations. The emoji combinations considered are the ones you see on the slide here. After our social robot prototype was designed to conduct this experiment, videos were created to animate its behavior. And it was conducted as an online survey. So for each video they watched, participants were asked to evaluate the robot's different renderings on a Likert scale. These questions were asking how fun, how confusing, how useful, or how annoying that they found the text messages with the emojis being delivered for that condition. I will now show you the 4 conditions that participants saw and responded to on the survey as well.
Message from John. I'm waiting for my friend. I'm so tired. I just passed my classmates without noticing. They said I looked tired. I think they mean I look like crap. Message from Lisa. Great. See you soon. Message from Ellie. I don't brag often, but I've been putting in work in the gym the past 2 months. And dang, look at my y'all. Message from Karen. Message from Rachel. Dang girl. Message from Emily. Happy hump day. Miss and love you plus everyone, heart with arrow. Message from Leah. Miss you. Love you guys, red heart. Message from Zoe. Love you all. 2 pink hearts, 2 pink hearts, 2 pink hearts.
So the overall analysis shows that there are significant differences between the conditions concerning how much fun the presentation is, how confusing it is, and how useful it is perceived. So the comparison of the renderings as annoying showed no significant differences. When displaying an emoji without sound and acting the emoji out, they are rated almost equally useful and fun. And the condition in which the emoji is displayed with a sound is also received slightly higher confusion ratings. Just replacing the emoji with a word or a phrase is rated consistently lower with respect to its perceived fun and usefulness, and higher on the confusion. Overall, people find it is appropriate to have a sound effect when an emoji is used in a text message and is displayed on the screen. So our research shows that the delivery of messages through Nina can be fun and enjoyable. She uses a variety of behaviors to deliver a message, and our results show that the display and animation of the emoji is experienced as entertaining for the user, with the potential to lead a more visually engaging and interactive experience. Using animation and design to act out an emoji used in text messages can therefore give life to a robot's personality and can have a positive influence to how humans perceive them. In contrast, the condition in which the emojis were rendered in words, it was by far the least favorable condition among the respondents, because hearing the name of the emoji takes away that visual aspect and interferes with the text message, and thus confuses the receiver of the text message. When replaced with words, the enjoyable aspect that participants liked of the emoji is lost. Also, our findings on the rendering of emojis can be useful for blind users, and that remains an open question worth exploring. The fact that replacing the emoji with words is least liked by participants suggests that the current practice for blind people to have the emoji read by its name may not be the most favorable solution. So blind people may prefer a more detailed description of the emoji and what it looks like. Therefore, more work is needed in order to decide on the best strategy of rendering emojis when delivering to blind users. Additionally, those with reading disabilities, young children, older adults might benefit from receiving text messages with emojis presented by a social robot. And for future work, considering design implications for those with disabilities can help solve difficulties for those who have problems using technology and can enrich the user's daily lives. Given the important role emojis play in text messages, I think finding appropriate ways to render them is crucial, and our study presents one of the first steps to understanding how emojis can be rendered by multimodal interfaces such as social robots. So I thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed listening about our research. Thank you.